flavors. What we use most is coconut oil, which it's cold enough in here that it's solid right now, so it looks white. At 79 degrees, it turns into a liquid. And so I'll pass that around. And coconut oil is really, 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 really good for you. If you're only going to use one oil in your life, use coconut oil, and you can cook with it. It can take high heat. So like I don't cook with any other oil but coconut oil now. It got a bad rap in the 70s because people didn't understand that even though it's a saturated fat, it's a medium chain fatty acid, which is actually easy for your body to digest. And research has shown that it actually doesn't add any cholesterol to your body, and in fact, it replaces the bad cholesterol in your body. So, like, wow, if you're going to have any kind of oil or fat in your system, coconut oil and avocados, those are my two. It's also great for your skin. It's great for your skin when you eat it. So, like you can hear about that island glow. Island glow comes from the island people eating a lot of coconuts. So it helps to repair your skin from the inside, and you can also topically put it on your skin. And I just heard, I haven't tested this, that you can topically put it on your skin as a sunscreen, which seems kind of counterintuitive because most often an oil means like that helps you tan faster. So I haven't tried it out yet, but that's what I hear. So it's a good sunscreen as well. And I know applying it like before a shower helps your body to retain the moisture of the shower even better. It's antimicrobial. It's, the other great thing about coconut is especially when you pair it with sugars, is it gives you sustained long-term energy. So like if you're drinking a chocolate drink or something with agave or something with like a little bit of a sugar spike or fruit, that's going to give you an immediate energy. And then having a coconut oil or coconut flakes or some kind of coconut product in there gives your body long-term sustained energy. So you feel kind of that full, satisfied longer, and you have more energy throughout the day. So if you start your morning with like some fruit and some coconut of some version in it, then you're probably going to last a lot longer before you're hungry again. And I should mention that chocolate does that too. Chocolate is a natural appetite suppressant. So if you eat a little chocolate before you eat dinner or lunch or whatever, you're not as likely to eat as much, and it kind of staves off those hunger pangs.
Raw chocolate.
Raw chocolate, yes. Raw, raw, raw. All right, and then this is coconut butter, not to be confused with coconut oil. And I've got this at the natural grocery store right around the corner, and you can see it's a solid state. It doesn't, even when it's heated, it stays a solid state. It's got more solids in it. This is really good for recipes, for candies, whereas the oil I would put into a smoothie. Well, I still make candies out of the oil, and you'll see that in the Laura's Bliss Kisses recipe. That when you're using the oil in a candy, you have to keep it refrigerated because it will dissolve and melt, especially when it gets above 79 degrees. Whereas the coconut butter, we use that in a raw cheesecake recipe that's so good. But you're still getting a lot of great benefits from the coconut butter. And in the chia pudding, which we're going to have later, we have coconut flakes in there, as well as coconut milk you can get at natural grocers around the corner as well. And then young coconuts, you can often find at Asian grocery stores. They're usually wrapped in saran and white with kind of a pointy top to them. And the water from a young coconut is really high in electrolytes. So if you are drinking Gatorade or anything like that, switch over to coconut water and your body's going to be a lot happier because it's not getting all the sugars and the processed foods. You're getting a very natural electrolyte. It was actually interestingly used in World War World War I for plasma. It's so close to our blood plasma that they would just take a young coconut and tap it and put it into the veins of the soldiers who were injured. You can find just coconut water. I saw it at Whole Foods in a little packaged box where you can just drink it, so you don't have to go through all the effort of opening up the young coconut, because they can be quite fun. And then the inside of the young coconut, in addition to the really great electrolyte water, is a very thin meat that's like a pudding kind of meat, which is really great in dessert, so you can just eat it straight. It really tastes like the consistency of pudding. We have a raw pumpkin pie recipe that uses young coconut meat, and it's like makes it extra super creamy and delicious.
There's no pumpkin in it.
Yeah, it's carrots, interestingly enough, but it still tastes like pumpkin pie. And I'll mention here too that if you go to our Loving Superfoods website or our blog, ownyourbrilliance.com, either one of those, you'll find these recipes that I printed out for you and a whole lot more. So like the pumpkin pie I mentioned, the raw cheesecake, all of those are online there. And desserts are a really great place to start because desserts are usually what's so loaded with like the flour and the milk and the sugar and the things that really clog up your digestive tract. Tastes really good and not so good for you, and you have to have smaller portions. And with raw desserts, you can have as much as you like because you actually won't want so much because it's so full of fiber. Like I do a tiny little slice of that pumpkin pie, and I feel very satisfied. Which means I just get to eat it more often, so I can have it for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. So raw desserts are a great place to start. Raw meals, we've got those on there as well. There's some staples like raw taco meat that's made from nuts that we keep in the freezer. We just had some for lunch today, in fact. We look for things that are really delicious, easy to make, and hopefully that can store for at least a week or longer. So that you can like make it once on a weekend and then be set for a week, or in some cases set for a month because you've stored it in the freezer and pick it up whenever you need it.